and the problem to me seems to be that immigration is not a devolved power to the Scottish Parliament.
But that film brought it really, really home to me. I can't put myself in your position, but how it feels or what you went through.
There are people still being unmarried or taken back. So it's still that, even though it doesn't make the press.
I mean, one of the things I was almost a bit envious of is how politicised you've been at an early age. You know, because as a kid running about Castlemilk, you know, I would love to have had more savvy about what's going on in the world.
So I just love Glasgow. I think it's the kind of city that people feel so welcome to come to. I really believe, in terms of the whole international community, if we zoomed out for the planet, Scotland is one of the best places on the planet for so many reasons culturally. Somewhere like Zawrapp is the heart of that kind of idea. You know, the heart of that idea of what makes Glasgow great, and the heart of that idea of what makes community great.
I've been making a series called Tales from the Edge, which is it's an opportunity for young people who are either marginalised or for some reason struggling with difficulties or adverse circumstances that prevent them kind of being considered among the mainstream of teenage life. As part of this series, made 3 films now about the young asylum seekers in Drumchapel. We started off with Abdullah and Fuad from Afghanistan and their friend Jamie O'Neill. And in the last 2 films I made with the subject matter of asylum-seeking families were the Glasgow Girls and the Children Who Disappear. And this has basically charted 2 years in the long-running saga of the Glasgow Girls campaign to try and change government policy on how asylum-seeking children, families in Scotland are treated. It's set a precedent in terms of it's a real community spirit here between the asylum seekers and the Scottish Indigenous population. As you can see, just constantly up and then down, constantly up and then down. They were winning awards, they were feted in the press, they were the media darlings at one point, and they were kind of at the forefront. They were the glamorous front, if you like, of the campaign that was supported by a lot of different organisations. So I think, I mean, I'm happy to answer any questions you might have on the filmmaking aspect of it, and Amal can obviously speak for the Glasgow Girls, and Mr Dervin can speak about the events that have happened in the year since that last film was made, if anyone's got any questions.
What we put on TV?
It was, they were screened on TV. Really? This is what we're finding. The first film was screened in August 2005. The second film was screened November 2006.
It's good to portray what people think about it, because it's obviously quite barbaric that the sanctuary of people's home, at dawn raids and detention for people that aren't criminals. You know, it's outrageous really, and the problem to me seems to be that immigration is not a devolved power to the Scottish Parliament.
I'll start by describing Dory. She was a really smart pupil, and you know how when you get a test in school you always have to compare your result with someone else's. Dory was always my main competition. If I got a grade near hers, it was fine. My brain was doing well, I was still with it. So using that, me and Dory got a lot closer. We became really close friends. We would talk about anything. And on a Monday morning, I was coming into school to ask her about homework, and I found out that she had been taken. At that moment, I broke down. That was it. She was gone. I had no idea what to do, because I went to a primary where there was no asylum seekers. So this was the first time I'd encountered this. And that was 3 years ago. At that point, it kind of hit home. People are being taken away. Why? And it's kind of like having your leg chopped off. You lose a part of you. Something inside just dies.
So there are people still being unmarried or taken back. So it's still that, even though it doesn't make the press.
It has, but it's not as much. It's quite no. We actually met the new First Minister a few months ago, Alex Salmon, and we had a really good meeting with him. He was really positive, with us, and he was supporting us, and he emailed us copies of letters that he has sent to Westminster, So it sounds really good, but it's still continuing, but not as much as it did when the program started.
That film brought it really, really home to me. Well, I can't put myself in your position, but how it feels or what you went through. And I think if the publicity you can get from that must surely get out there and help.
Well, it was broadcast on BBC Two a year ago. Well, the first one was broadcast 2 years ago, and that one was broadcast a year ago. But we still keep getting loads of requests from various organisations like GARA to come here today, and Amnesty International, Oxfam, the British Red Cross, and numerous other kind of sporadic requests from teachers and schools to use it as a sort of educational material. And it's not just simply about the deportation issue and the asylum issue, it's about all these different children of all different racial backgrounds, Scottish kids from here and children from Democratic Republic of Congo, Somalia, you name it, all just working together for a common cause and getting to know each other and becoming friends, and that's where the social cohesion comes from.
And that's what we're all trying to achieve in communities, and you've got it. You've got what we've been trying perhaps for years to do in the communities that we've got here already.